Hello. So in this video, we'll talk about something that I think it is becoming increasingly more and more important in a digitized, internet connected world, which is the social media bit. So one of the most commonly used outreach metric right now in most organizations, including research organizations, is how effectively you are able to communicate it with the general audience. So social media comes handy over here. So I'll try to give you some ideas in terms of how you can create content for the social media. So there are two parts to it, and basically this is also a good video to understand all the tools that we've used or learned so far, how to put them together to create social media posts. So I'll just jump to a Word file just to give you some idea. So there are two parts. That is true for any AI driven thing that we're going to do. One is the prompt part, and the other is the product or the model that we are using model that we are using. So for social media, this is something that I'm speaking from my experience in terms of the what works best for the kind of content that I am using. So because you there are two things that are very important. One is, what is the content? So I am a journalist, so my content is not very technical in a way. Even if I'm dealing with something which is very technical, I will dumb it down or I'll simplify it by speaking to experts in a way so that the general audience can understand it better. So one is the content, and whether how complex or simple it is, and the other is the audience for which you're creating the content. It is a generalist or experts, or I don't know, policy makers, which basically are experts or politicians. You get the drift. So basically, that is what you have to keep in mind while creating a prompt. So if you remember the basic, which I'm confident all of you would know by now, would remember by now, is that you need to give the context. So give a context in terms of who you are. I'm so sorry. One second. You give a persona first. Who you are, that is not context, who you are. And so in my case, it would be, I am a journalist. Let us try creating it as well. I am I am an environment journalist uh, working in India. I want you to create, so this is the function or the purpose or the task. I want you to create a social media post, or I can specify over here the platforms. So X, Instagram. The post must have an image along with an impactful or catchy text. My target audience is Indian youth. I can also specify the age group up to 30 years. And what else do we need? We need to give context. Here is the text based on which the um, post needs to be created. So let me jump back and let me just pick something up. So this is an article that we did 2 days back. So let me just copy paste some part of it. And let me just paste it over here. And then we'll keep text only. So you can make it as detailed as you want, as simple as you want. Um, and you can see what works best. So let's jump to our favorite Google Studio AI. One thing very interesting that has happened in the past few days is the fact that Google has come up with a new model. So if you remember, the earlier videos would be 2.5 Pro. Now it is Gemini 3 Pro Preview that has come over here. So if you want to use it, you can. My experience has been a little off so far. It'll get better. But so what I would personally go is I'll jump back to 2.5 Pro because I know it's a stabler version. But you can also try with this, and if the output comes better, you can stick with it. And let me just copy paste. Know what is happening. One second. Okay. Uh, it is saving as an image. I don't know why. It normally doesn't happen this way. Anyways, what I'll do is I'll just type it out. It'll save us a lot of time. Uh, so we have the text, which is here. I'll just 1 second type it out. I am a. This is funny. I don't know why this is happening. 1 second. And this is coming. Okay, I'm glad this at least is. 1 second. Let me try taking it directly from here. It'll save me some time. Yep, it has worked. So basically what I did was I just copy pasted. There are some formatting issues that happen here or there at times. So I just copy pasted Word onto the address bar, and I just copy pasted it again from the address bar. So the formatting went, and now it is working fine. So now that we've done that, we just click on build. I'm so sorry. We don't click on build. What am I doing? We go back to uh, go to playground, because that is basically where we will go to do this. Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. Let me just see. No. So there is something funny that is happening, and this it from Word it is not taking directly, or whatever. So we know the trick now. We'll just copy paste it some on the on the address bar, and we'll bring it back. I'll just make it full screen so it's easier for us to see what is happening. There's 3 Pro. I'll go back to 2.5. 1 second. Okay, from here they've removed 2.5 Pro. Now they just have Flash latest, and that's it. So let's go with Pro preview then. What else can we possibly do? And we click on run. We can see that 480 tokens have been consumed so far. It is thinking, and it is about to create the content. Let's see what it does. We've asked it to also give an image along with the content. So it has given an option. Okay. This is. It has not given me the text. Okay. And this is the prompt it has given in a key. Okay, that is interesting. Anyways, so I think with too much context, it has basically given me the step. Option one is for Instagram. What I can do is it has given me text like this: double trouble. It has given me an image style, the graphic, text on the image, a caption, a headline, and the body. So it has given me text like this. And here is the situation right now. So this is basically the text along with it. So it has not created any visual, which I had asked for. The other is for X. It has given me the same thing, tweet one, tweet two. It has given me multiple tweets. The uncertainty, data divergence, European and US models disagree, and something else and something else. So it has given me three tweets to work with. So this is one thing that we can do. The other is obviously, which I would normally do, and if you are going to write a lot of social media posts, is basically create an app. So what I did was that I gave this prompt. I'll just make this bigger so that we can see the prompt for a second. So if you see what the prompt is, I'll just zoom in. To create an app where the user can input a text and the app creates posts for social media. What are the three social media? LinkedIn, X, and Instagram. All posts should have an image and text and a text only option. So basically, this is what I've given. And I copy pasted the same thing over here. And this is what I'll just do full screen so that we can see it. So this is what it has created. So you have the option of copy pasting the text. And so this is for LinkedIn, for X, and for Instagram. And you also have the text only option where it removes so you can download the images as well. So this is another option of going about. Let us see if it is working with others as well. It should. I'll just jump down to earth. Let me pick up any other article. Let's pick up this on COP. And let me just pick up. And let me just paste it. And click on generate. And let's see what happens. So if you look at it, this is being powered by Gemini 2.5. Even though in the playground option or where we chat with the AI model, 2.5 doesn't appear anymore. But this is actually working on 2.5 model. So 3 is something that they will be pushing out even on, I think, Gemini, which is the commercial or the consumer end shortly. So this is basically what it is. So you can see that it has done the same thing. COP30 concluded with the observers termed a narrow win on transition. A narrow win is something that it has picked up, or just transition. I think that will be there in the text as well. So you get the drift. So if you are doing it on bulk basis, you should always create an app, and the amount of free tokens that you get with an app right now, it is sufficient for 1 or 2 people to use it extensively. You will never run out of it. But if you do, then you can obviously upgrade to a dashboard, which we have looked at in a previous video. I'll stop over here, but before that, there are some small little things that you should keep in mind when you're dealing with AI always. I think this is very important, and that's the reason why I keep on repeating it wherever and whenever it's possible. First is AI models are prone to mistakes. So always cross-check the content that you are pushing out or using for your analysis. This is something that is absolutely essential. You can't not do that. The second thing, and which is something that I think is very important, is the fact that give only the relevant portion to the AI for creating the outcome or the content that you want. What does that mean? I'll tell you what that means. So let's say this is the article on the basis of which I want the AI to create social media content. So this article is basically, let's say, 1,000, 1,500 word long, right? Or a little more than that, whatever. So rather than copy pasting the entire content and asking AI to come up with different social media posts, it is better if I want to create, let's say, 3 different posts to be pushed out at 3 different times. I do the basic hard work or basic idea of figuring out, okay, this is a paragraph on the basis of which I want one of my quotes. Okay, let's say the fact that there was the omission of any reference to fossil fuel in the text was conspicuous. So this is something that I want to play up. And maybe let's say this quote by my colleague Avantika, which talks about what she thought happened over there. So this can be the other. So let's say these are the 3 things. So I will copy paste only the relevant portions and then ask AI to come out with it, rather than giving the entire 1,000, 1,500 words in one go, which is something that we have a tendency of. Let's upload the entire PDF, let's upload a lot of information, and let's see what it comes out. Most of the time, it will come out with something that is not really usable. It is always fascinating to look at what AI does till the time you don't work with your own data. That is something that I have realized. You might have also realized over the weeks. So if I show you AI magic with content that you don't know what it is, you would be like, oh, it has also created images. Ah, there's also an animation. Ah, this is so wonderful. Oh, 10 different options of headlines and intros. But when you actually work with your own content and you know what exactly you want out of it, you'll be like, oh, this is garbage. Oh, this is garbage. So to reduce that garbage portion of it, it is better you create the boundaries within which you want AI to work. And that is something I think which is very important. And this is something that most people won't normally tell you when you are starting off with AI. I hope you enjoyed what we have done so far, and I would really appreciate if you could also share with Kiran or with Susan exactly how you are using the AI tools that we have learned in this training, because one part is the tool, which is constantly changing. The other part is the human application of the tool, which is something which helps us grow, and from us you also will get to grow as well. So please do share how you're using it. Thanks a lot.